Hey, it's the Yogi Momo. You did it. You've made it to day 13 of the gratitude series. And the greatest thing is that today is all about meditation. Just give yourself a few minutes. It won't take long. But come, join me on your mat. Come with me through a guided meditation about how to relieve the tension in your body. Hi, and welcome to today's meditation practice. It is day 13 of our gratitude series. But whether you are in the month of November, in the flow of these gratitude classes, or any time of the year, meditation is necessary every single day. There's nothing special that you need to know about how to meditate. I just need you to have a willing heart to become quiet and still. Meditation is not the same as the yoga practice that helps you to relax, but rather it's a practice associated with our yoga lifestyle that helps us to bring our focus to the present moment and then to turn inward. And so instead of always focusing on what's happening outside of us, of this barrage of information and stimulus and sometimes nonsense and drama from the world, we quiet those things. They don't stop, but we quiet them because we turn our focus inward. So to meditate, you need to decide what your position is going to be. Some folks might tell you that you need to sit, you need to lie down, you need to do whatever. I'm going to tell you that I need you to be in a position where you are less likely to be distracted. So if sitting down with your legs crossed is going to cause you a distraction, then lie down. Same thing, if lying down is going to cause the distraction for whatever back or hips or whatever issue you've got, sit up. So this is not about finding a right posture or a right position. It's just about having the right attitude. And so it won't take a long time in our practice. It's just enough so that before your day either begins or as you're ending your day, whatever time you've chosen to do this, you're going to have a chance of becoming quiet, becoming still, and asking the world to stop for just a little while. So get into position, lie down, or have a seat, and then we'll be ready to go in just a moment. So go ahead and get into whatever position you've chosen, either lying down, you can be on your yoga mat, you can be on the ground, you can be on your side, you can be seated. I need you to get into your position, and then from wherever you are, just close your eyes. Today's meditation practice is going to be about showing us how we hold on to our tension and inevitably what that ends up doing to us. And then most excitedly, how it makes us feel when we let it go. So, wherever you are, I need you to repeat these few sentences after me to prepare for our time together. I deserve this time. I desire to find stillness. I commit to turn my focus inward. I deserve this time. So from the position where you are, I want you to take your eyes as they are closed and try to begin to look up toward the center of your forehead. It's going to feel a little odd at first, but that's that physical turning our eyes inward. Right there in the center of your forehead, that's where your intuition, your decision making, your wisdom, your insight, that's where those beautiful things reside. And so just turn those eyes physically inward just a bit so they're looking up toward that center point right in between your eyebrows. We won't keep the eyes there, but I want you to feel the physical rotation of your eyeballs as they go inward. And now you can let the eyes just rest wherever they are. Check your eyelids. Don't let them squeeze too tight. Just have them gently closed. And as you breathe, I want you to notice some things about your breath. Notice the rate at which it's coming. Is it shallow? Is it deep? Is it labored? Is it relaxing? Are you primarily using your nose, or are you breathing out and in through your mouth? I'm not going to work on controlling that. I just need you to notice. That's one of the things we don't do a very good job because the world is so loud and so overwhelming that it keeps us from noticing things like our breath. So as we pull away from the noise, just notice. How are you breathing? There'll be several times across these next few moments that I ask you to inhale deep, deep, deep. And then I ask you to exhale completely. So in those moments, you're really going to focus on pulling the breath in and then pushing it out. But in the times that I'm not talking about breath, you just let the breath come. Just notice. So let's begin our time together through this guided meditation of tension release. From wherever you are, either lying down or seated, I want you to make it so that you can notice where both of your hands are. So if you're seated, just let them rest on your thighs. If you're lying down, just let your arms hang alongside you. Notice what your hands are doing. And then I want you to intentionally open up the left hand. If it's not already open, just let the fingers fall open. Almost like you're trying to hold on to the emptiness. So that's what the left hand's going to do. And then I want you to take your right hand and begin to close the fingers toward the palm, wrapping the thumb around the fingers, squeezing as tightly as you can. Keep squeezing. Your fingertips, maybe your fingernails begin to push into your hand. Your thumb feeling a little tension as it wraps around. Keep squeezing. I want you to notice how that tension all of a sudden is in your wrist. Maybe it's even going up through your forearm, into your elbow. If you're squeezing really hard, it could even be moving up toward your shoulder. Squeeze just a couple more times. And then I need you to inhale as deeply as you can while you squeeze that hand. And as you exhale, release the thumb, open up the fingers. And now notice. Notice how that left hand never had the tension. It just lay there or sat there lightly. No tension, no pain. Notice how maybe the right hand is tingling just a bit. How it feels really nice to have the tension gone, but how it does feel different than that left hand. What our practice is designed to do today is to show you that we want to live a life that feels like that left hand, where we're not gripping the tension, where we're not having to physically, intentionally release it. But our practice will also show us that when the tension inevitably will come, we have the power within us to release it. So just notice your hands, just a couple more breaths. And now allow your attention to travel down your leg and settle onto your feet. Notice both feet. If you're seated, just kind of notice where they are. If you're lying down, notice how maybe they're kind of falling open. And I want you to let the left foot just continue to be wherever it is. And I want you to do the same thing to the right foot that we did to the right hand. Start to squeeze the toes. Curl them in toward the ball of the foot. It won't take much before you feel the tension. Quick. Curl them in. Keep squeezing. You won't hold this one as long because all that tension comes quick. It goes into the sole of your foot, into the arch, into the heel, into the ankle. I need you to inhale deeply. And as you exhale, slowly uncurl those toes. Notice how the right foot feels. Notice the physical relief you brought to your body. But also notice how quickly the tension caused pain and discomfort. Continue to breathe and just notice. Now from wherever you are, let's leave our shoulders right on the mat or seated. Let them just kind of rest in their pockets. Notice how your shoulders feel right in this moment. Leave your left shoulder where it is and start to bring the right shoulder up toward the right ear. Squeeze it up. So your arm is maybe even lifting just a bit. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Pull it up. Hold the shoulder as close up to the ear as you possibly can. Just keep squeezing. Notice how that tension is going into your neck, probably even down your arm a little bit, down the bicep muscle, maybe even into the back of your head, into your skull. Keep squeezing it up. Inhale as deeply as you can. Exhaling completely and allow that right shoulder to draw back down. Instant release. It's almost like you can physically feel the blood flowing on the right side again. Which means if you can feel it flowing as you are seated or lying there, that means that we probably blocked it just a bit and we were squeezing that shoulder up. We desire to be like the left shoulder, never having the tension in the first place, but we know we have the tools. We just witnessed on the right the tools to let it go. I want you to begin to send your attention into your head. We have 2 more spots that I want us to notice. Notice what you're doing with your mouth, your jaw, your teeth, from wherever you are seated or wherever you're lying. I want you to begin to close your mouth that's not already closed. Push your teeth together, almost like you're trying to grind something in between them. Squeeze them closed. Keep grinding, keep pushing them together. Notice where the tension travels up into the scalp of your head, down through your neck. Keep squeezing, grinding those teeth. Inhale as you do it. And then as you exhale, slowly release, opening up your mouth, allowing your teeth to part from one another. Notice how much better this feels. Notice how quickly the pain and discomfort came when we were doing it. Bring your attention to your eyes. I'd asked you in the beginning just to lightly close them. But now in these few seconds, I need you to squeeze the eyes closed like you're trying to block out every bit of light that is possible. You're trying to avoid seeing something. Notice as you squeeze the eyes together, the cheeks begin to lift and contract. The tension comes. The forehead wrinkles. The scalp of the head has tension and it keeps squeezing. Inhale. Exhale, release. Notice how when you release, how quickly everything wants to return to normal. Now, as you are lying there or seated, go back and notice your breath. We started off with the breath, and we're going to come back to it. We used our breath with every exhale to release the tension. That's your tool right there. So from wherever you are, I need you to listen to these words and validate the truth of them. Maybe you even repeat them after I say them. I cannot control the noise of the world. I cannot control the noise of the world. I cannot stop the stressors of everyday life. I cannot stop the stressors of everyday life. But power resides within me to release the tension and quiet the noise. But power resides within me to release the tension and quiet the noise. That power is my breath. That power is my breath. From wherever you are, bring your hands to heart center. Push them together in that light position of prayer. Let them just rest at your chest. And say it one more time. My power is my breath. My power is my breath. Namaste.